Hello, welcome to Verbling. I'm Teacher Oakley. Hope you're having a great day. In this class, we're going to continue looking at the continuous verb tense, that is, the regular continuous verb tense. In the past two classes at this time, we looked at past and present continuous. Today, we're going to look at future continuous tense. We're going to check out how it is formed, well, a couple forms actually, and look at various uses of the future continuous in examples, and then you, the students, are going to attempt to form your own sentences using the future continuous tense, with, of course, my help and feedback. Okay, hello Heidi.
Hello, nice to see you again.
Nice to see you as well. Welcome to the class. And hello Yenny?
Yes, hello teacher.
Hi. Am I pronouncing your name correctly?
Yeah, it's
Yenny?
okay. Jenny.
Well, is it J sound or ya sound? Yenny
I
or
say Jenny in Spanish, but it's okay. I understand in that way.
What would you prefer? That would be the question.
It's okay. No, it's okay. I don't have problems.
Okay, then I'll call you Tiger.
No. As you pronounce my name, is okay for me.
Okay, where are you from?
I'm from Colombia.
Colombia. Okay, terrific.
Yeah.
Welcome to class.
Thank you.
All right, nice to have you aboard. And let me welcome Felipe is back with us. Hi, Felipe.
Hello.
Hey, how are you doing today?
I'm great too. And you?
I'm doing okay.
So?
Yeah,
Okay.
Aussie. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. All right, welcome guys. Let's take a look. For those of you, Felipe and Heidi especially, I know you've been paying attention to the classes this week about continuous verb tense. Yesterday we had some controversy about using the subordinative, the subordinate when. Can you use when with a continuous? Actually, we're going to run into the same thing today looking at future continuous, because just as the past continuous uses when, we use a continuous tense and then when to show an interrupting action. We're going to see the same thing in action except in the future today when we look at future continuous. So, okay. You gave me homework. I literally spent 2 hours looking at my library of grammar books and searching online. Here's what I found out. Drum roll, please. Okay, what I found out is next to nothing. Here's the thing. Every site, every grammar book I looked at said when is normally, probably, almost always. I saw words like this, okay? Never used with a continuous tense, but almost or probably. So they left some wiggle room, they left some room for doubt. And I could not find a concise and definitive, defined answer. So, I suppose I have to concede that it is possible to use when with a continuous tense in the clause. I have to concede that. However, I must add, in my 2 hours of research about this, in various grammar sites and at least three, I think 4 grammar textbooks that I have, I could not find one single example of when with a continuous tense. It's just, okay, I guess, grammatically speaking, it's legal. There's no rule against it. But on the other hand, I guess when it really happens by native speakers or writers is 0.00000000001%, perhaps. It just doesn't happen. Why? Because we have better alternatives. Instead, you change the sentence structure around and you do it a different way because it makes the sentence hard to understand. So, it is possible grammatically, but I would highly recommend that you do not do it because it just isn't done.
Okay, I understood.
Okay, it's like eating bacon with chocolate. You can do it, but I advise against it. All right, there you go. All right, that's all over with. Let me welcome everybody else to the class, and we'll get started on today's lesson about future continuous. Milk and cucumber. I could do that, Igor. I could do that. Hi, Igor, by the way. Hi, Igor.
Hello,
I have to tell you, Igor, do you ever eat avocados?
Yes.
Okay, I love avocados. Here in the Philippines, it's the weirdest thing. They eat avocados, they mash it up and eat it with milk and sugar.
Oh my god. Do they feel great
Yummy.
after that?
Yummy? You think that's yummy?
Yeah, definitely.
In Chile, we have an alcoholic drink with avocado.
Really? No
Yeah.
kidding.
Yeah.
Really? What is it?
It's alcohol that come from grapes. You mix. The name is pisco. It's something like, I don't know, a kind of vodka but with grapes, and you mix it with avocados. Yeah, it's strange.
Get out, you people are crazy. So wine, of course, wine is made from grapes, but then if you let it ferment even harder, it becomes brandy. Brandy is the derivative of fermented grapes, which is quite strong, like, you know, drink of like vodka. I can't even imagine. Wow. But of course, I will try it. Why not? Okay, let me say hello to some other folks. Hello, Shell. How are you?
Good morning, Oakley. I'm doing great. You?
Terrific. I'm good. Is it raining where you are?
It is.
Okay, I'm waiting for it here. It looks like it's about to rain. There's another tropical storm headed to where Shell and I are, so I'm gonna brace for some heavy rain coming up. Okay, Shell, take care. Stay dry. All that. Hello. Is it Anastasia or Oksana today? Terrific. Nice to see you again, Oksana. Well, hello. Anyway, who else do we got with us? Is it Gilbert? Hello.
Hi.
Hi. Hi. How are you? Welcome to the class.
Fine, thank you. And you?
Okay. And hello.
Are you listening to me good or?
Okay. Can I hear you well? Can you hear me well? Yes, I can. By the way, not. Will you listen to me? But can you hear me? Yes, I can, by the way. And hello, Roger.
Hi, teacher.
Hi, how are you? Welcome to the class. All right, everybody seems to be mic'd up. Abraham.
Hi, teacher.
Hello. Okay, we're good. Hi, Abraham. How are you today?
I'm fine, thanks.
Okay.
Thanks.
Well, thank you. All right, Gilberto, we'll see you. Hopefully you can come back, get yourself all fixed up. Igor, suddenly, what? You think you're Shelley or something? Poetry. Can I do a dramatic reading just for the fun of it? Do you mind,
Okay.
Igor?
Okay.
Wait, let me button myself up for this. And so I came back to my shell, but found my wife with a pan. I asked, what the hell? And there was a bang. My head started ringing like a bell, and so I just fell. I tried to stand up, but the soul was already up. Okay, very nice. I should do a poetry class and assign you guys homework. All right, enough fooling around. We've got to get to work. I am going to do a screen share, and we're going to talk about future continuous verb tense. Well, as all the future simple, all the future tenses go, we have two ways to form the future continuous with the will be doing and the be going to be doing forms. Unlike simple future forms, which in simple future forms, when I say I am going to be swimming later, it means that it's a plan. And when I say I will swim later, it's a prediction. I can say I am going to be swimming later to mean a prediction and not a plan. Okay? Well, that's a little bit confusing. Unlike simple future continuous forms, it's totally up to you, the speaker or the writer, which form you choose to use, and it doesn't really have any hidden or inferred meaning. You can whatever you're comfortable with. So the first form with will be, and the present participle, what you may know as the ing form of the verb. For example, you will be waiting for her when her plane arrives tonight. Okay. Okay. You, the subject, then the entire verb form in a regular statement, and then the object noun, or in this case, well, we've got a lot of different participial and stuff going on, but no mind. In the question form, as always, we're going to take the first helper verb or auxiliary verb and reverse it with the subject noun. Will you be waiting? Notice in the future continuous we have two auxiliaries here in this form anyway, will and be. It's always, you have to concern yourself with the first auxiliary when you're forming a question. It's only the first auxiliary that gets swapped out with subject noun, okay? Will you be waiting for her when her plane arrives tonight? And then in the negative form, you will not be waiting, okay? Again, your concern to get the proper form is with the first auxiliary. The negative not is going to follow the first auxiliary. Not just in future continuous, but in actually in all of the verb tenses. If you're doing a negative, the not will follow the first auxiliary. When you're forming a question, the first auxiliary gets swapped with the subject. All right, that's important to remember. Of course, I could say, I could contract the subject here with the auxiliary. You'll not be waiting for her, but if that's a little bit weird, I would probably choose to contract will not, which of course is won't. You won't be waiting for her when her plane arrives tonight. All right. In speaking, in English, we normally use contracted forms. Full forms sound a little bit weird. They're a little bit clunky and unwieldy and hard to keep our rhythm. So we tend to always use contractions. In formal writing, and I mean formal as in business writing or academic writing, we would tend to use full forms. All right, that is the form you see here. Full form. Okay. Also, the second form for future continuous is the be going to. We're going to have the verb to be, of course, dependent on if we're speaking in first, second, third person. I am, he, she, or it is. And then plurals, they, you, or we are. First, okay, depending on our subject. And then the entire construction going to be, all right? And then the ing form, the present participle. So, looks a little something like this. You, subject, are going to be waiting. That 5 words is considered the verb, all right? Install this in your mind. When we have these long, ridiculous verb constructions with many auxiliaries or helper verbs are going to be. These are auxiliaries. They help the verb. The whole construction, you have to put it in your mind in English. The whole thing is the verb. All right? You have to think of it that way. Okay, you are going to be waiting for her when her plane arrives tonight. Again, even though we have multiple helper words, here the first auxiliary gets traded with the subject noun. Are you going to be waiting for her? And of course, in the negative, I could say you're not going to be waiting for her, or you aren't going to be waiting for her. Okay, just one other small note about pronunciation. In English, this whole construction, going to be, is often reduced in pronunciation when we're using it as an auxiliary, and only when we're using it as an auxiliary. If going is the main verb, we can't reduce it. I am going to Manila. I cannot say I'm gonna Manila. It sounds ridiculous. But I can say you're gonna be waiting for her. Gonna. Okay, it sounds like gonna. Here in the Verbling chat box, gonna. This is very common in spoken English. So you will hear it like this when you watch American TV shows or British for that matter. It gets reduced in spoken English. You're not going to be waiting for her when her plane arrives tonight, for example. Okay, again, reminder, weep, weep, reminder. Doesn't matter. It's up to you. Whatever you want to do, whichever form you want to use. Okay. Use number 1. Start thinking about your sentence, because I'm going to have all you guys practice this. Probably the most common use for future continuous is to talk about an interrupted action in the future. Okay, something's going on over a duration of time, indicated by the red line that you see here in this little diagram. All right, it's a continuous action. However, it gets interrupted by a purple X. A little space alien. No, a purple X, a shorter action in the middle. Now, this purple X can be a dynamic verb, a real action, something that actually happens, or it can just be an interruption in time. Okay, we can state it as some kind of a time clause to indicate an interrupting time. Okay, let's take a look at examples, hopefully to make it clearer. All right, here we go. I, well, subject noun, will be watching. There's the verb. TV, here's an object noun. And when she arrives tonight. Notice when we looked at past continuous, for those of you who were with me yesterday, in past continuous, of course, after the when clause, you would have a simple past verb. Notice here, we're talking about the future. The interrupted action, when she arrives tonight, our purple X here, is in the simple present tense. Okay, we've moved it up a notch, all right? I will be watching TV when she arrives tonight. All right. I will be waiting for you when your bus arrives. Okay, same thing. And again, it makes no difference which form we use. I'm going to be staying at the Madison Hotel if anything happens and you need to contact me. We don't need to use when to show the interrupting action. It's common and it's convenient, but it's not necessary. In this case, we've got an if clause. In our next example, we have a compound sentence with a simple connective so. Okay, he will be studying at the library tonight, so he will not see Jennifer when she arrives. Ooh, this is actually kind of interesting. This is a compound sentence, which means that it is two simple sentences, complete sentences, joined together. All right? Something, I'll probably mention this again during the lesson because it's extremely important. Notice when we use a simple connective for a compound, I've got future tense here, and I've got future tense here. It's possible to connect two simple sentences, two independent clauses that are both future tense. Going back to the first example here, it is entirely impossible for me to, not possible, for me to say, I will be watching TV when she will arrive tonight. You cannot have a future tense with a clause that begins with a time subordinator. With a time clause, you cannot use future tense. No future tense. Never, ever, ever. It's just not possible. This is a very common mistake. All right, so when I'm about to let you guys, unleash you guys and let you try to make your own examples. Don't make this mistake. Do not say, I will be watching TV when she will arrive. That would be very, very wrong and naughty. And I will have to chastise you. Just don't do it. Okay. Interruptions are in simple present tense. Okay. Again, interruptions are in time clauses. You cannot use future tenses in time clauses. Please remember this extremely important piece of advice. All right. Using the above examples, I'm sick of talking. It's time for you guys to do the walk-in. Okay, Heidi, you were first in. You're first up. Give it a shot.
It will be raining when the movie finishes.
Aha. I like it. All right. It will be raining when the movie finishes. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, we've got the future continuous tense. Okay, it will be raining. Here it is. Raining. It's a red rainbow of rain. When the movie finishes, and here it is, the movie finishes is the purple X. Excellent job. Thank you very much, Heidi. Okay.
Sorry, you have a redundant S there. Movies. I think it's movie.
Oh yeah, you're right. Sorry, little typo there. Thank you, Igor. Keeping me honest. That's cool. Thanks a lot. Jenny, Penny,
Yes.
Tiger. I mean Tiger. Okay, I'm just gonna call you
Okay.
Jenny. I give up. All right, you go ahead. Give me a sample here. Show me what you can do.
Okay. I will be crying when you leave the house.
Your sense of the dramatic. Excellent. Okay, that's it. I will be crying when you leave the house. Okay. In our next episode, Jenny will create a sentence that involves more heartache. Thank you, Jenny. That's perfect. It's a very good example. Excellent. Felipe, give it a shot. Felipe? You got to unmute yourself, buddy. Okay, I got your hand signals. All right, he's giving me the pass signal. Okay, so I'm going to move on to Shell.
Okay.
Shell? Okay.
All right. I will be driving this to the province this weekend, so I won't catch you when you get here.
Okay. Thank you. Interesting example. I will be driving to the province this weekend. By the way, Shell and I live in the Philippines, and anywhere that's not Manila, okay, you guys, anywhere. I mean, literally anywhere in 7,100 islands that is not Manila is referred to as the province. If it's not Manila, it's the province. Okay.
I know.
Just so you know, I know you know. I know you know. I know. Okay, I will be driving to the province this weekend, so I will not catch you when you get there. Now, she has used another future tense, but as I indicated earlier, she's using a connective to create a compound sentence. This is not a time clause. She's allowed to do that. So this is a perfectly good sentence. Speaking grammatically, totally okay. Because she has so here, not when or while or some other as soon as or any other time after, before. There's no time word here. Okay? So this is perfectly okay. Okay. So I won't catch you. Okay, she uses a little bit of a metaphorical use of catch, and that's perfectly fine because that's very normal in English. Okay, I'll catch you, meaning I'll see you. It's definitely used that way. So good job. Thank you. Thanks a lot, Shell. Thanks for that good example. Okay, Igor, your turn to give it a try.
If you call me that time, I won't be able to answer because I'll still be working.
Okay, let me get this straight. I can't answer?
I won't be able to answer.
I won't. Okay, thank you. And then because?
Because I'll still be working.
I'm going to write it full form just so we can see the auxiliary.
I will be still working.
Yeah, I messed that up. That was my bad. Hang on. I will still be working. I will still be. Oh no, that's right. I will be still working. Will still be working. Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. This adverb here. Great. You're adding an adverb. You know, the first auxiliary in these multiple auxiliary constructions, especially passive voice. Well, no, any of them. This is the thing to key on when you're thinking about your word order. All right. Again, I pointed this out with questions, with negatives. You always have to think about the first helper verb, the first auxiliary, or modal. Can, would, could, should. Okay. Just as not, which of course modifies the verb, of course. Obviously, works on the verb. So does still, the adverb. Just like not follows the first auxiliary, so does still. Okay, let's take a look at this. We've got an if clause. If you call me at that time, okay, what have we got? We've got the present simple tense. I won't be able to answer. Now, this is lovely because not only do we have I will not be able to answer. Okay, this is lovely. We have a simple future tense. This is a well-constructed sentence. It is a conditional sentence, the real conditional number one, because we've got present tense and then the future tense. And in fact, this is, oh, look, we've got a subordinate clause. Okay, because I will still be working. Naughty, naughty me. Of course, I should have punctuation. Because is a subordinate. It is not a time clause. Of course, I can use a future tense here. I will still be working. This sentence works. It's a little bit complex, but a good example. Excellent example, actually. High marks for this in any kind of English examination, writing, or speaking, by the way. It's very complicated, but it is grammatically correct. Good job, Igor. Thank you.
Teacher?
Question?
Yeah. In the first part, when he say that if you call me that time, or it's better to say if you call me that time.
I even thought about this when I wrote it, and then I spaced out. I just totally forgot. Yes, I should fix this. Does that work better for you? It works better for me. If you call me at that time, you're right. There should be a prepositional phrase. Thank you, Jenny. Very, very perceptive of you. You're absolutely correct. There's a problem there. Okay.
Thank you.
Yep. Okay. Thanks, Jenny. That was a good call. Oksana.
Yeah.
Hi. Ready to give it a try?
Okay, try. I will be learning English.
So was that learning?
Hmm?
Was it learning? I didn't hear.
Yeah.
Okay.
So my daughter prepares breakfast for us.
What?
What?
I'm sorry. One more time. I can't. You're not that clear. I can't hear you that well.
My daughter prepares, not prepares.
Okay.
Prepares breakfast for us. It's possible to say like this?
No.
No?
No. Very close. I will be learning English, but the problem is with your connective here.
Better when?
No. How about this? As. You're talking about two things happening at the same time, right?
Yes.
Okay, I will be learning English. All right. As my daughter prepares breakfast for us. Question though. Okay. Here's the thing. All righty. Could I not say is preparing? As my daughter is preparing breakfast for us. Do you think I can do that?
Yes.
You think so? You're going to let me do that? All righty. Yeah, actually, I can do that. Okay. As used as a connective shows that two actions are happening at the same time. Notice, even though, okay, we've got the future, and even though we're talking about the same time in the future, notice that I said is preparing. Okay, I did not say as my daughter will be preparing. Even as here, although it may not be intuitively so, as here is talking about time. All right?
Excuse me.
Yes?
Could be used the preposition while my daughter prepares.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, indeed. Okay, while my daughter... Now, while... Thank you very much. That was a very good question, very astute question. While denotes, okay, it shows something that takes time, that has duration. If indeed I'm going to use while, and certainly I could, I would most certainly use a continuous tense. I will be learning English while my daughter is preparing breakfast for us, to indicate that two actions of duration are happening at the same time. Notice still, I can't have a future tense here. Again, is preparing. It's in the present continuous. Okay, that was an excellent question, and yes, you can use while. I think it makes the sentence clearer. I think it's a good choice. Well, as is okay as well, frankly. They both perform the same function, but yes, you can certainly do that. Okay. Gilberto, are you here or no? Here, gone? No. Okay, Roger. Your turn to give this a try, if you would.
Leaving. Come back.
Sorry, Roger, you cut out a little bit there. Would you mind repeating that?
They will be leaving. When you come back, coming back.
Well, wait. You self-corrected there. What do you want me to do? When you
Coming back.
Yeah, can't do it. Okay, let me show you. First of all, I can't do this because I don't. We can never use a continuous. This is the main verb, and I can never just use an ing form of the verb without an auxiliary. Present tense, the verb to be, am, are, coming. Past tense, was or were coming. Future tense, will be coming. It's impossible to just leave it hanging here as a main verb. Totally different thing if we're using it as a gerund participle clause. But this is clearly subject verb. This is clearly a main verb, so this won't hang like this. This doesn't work. And frankly, because this is the interrupting action, this is our purple X, they will be leaving when you come back. This is how it should look. Okay, so simple present tense. All right, this shows this. They will be leaving. They'll be somewhere in the process of leaving, the red line. When you come back, that is the purple X. Okay? Roger, understood?
Yes, thanks.
Okay, thank you. Aaron, welcome to the class. I'll be talking to you in just a moment. Nice to have you in the class. Nice to see you again. Aaron, I'll be coming right back to you. Just a sec, all right?
Okay, no problem.
All right. First, Abraham, you're up. You're up.
Okay.
All right, give it a try.
I will be study when.
Wait a minute. Let me get this right. How did you say this? I will be study.
Yes. When I have a headache.
Okay. Let's take a look at this. Wait a minute. What's wrong with this? Will be study. Will be leaving. What's wrong here, Abraham?
Student ing.
Ing.
Yes.
You're missing an ing. Your ing is missing. Abrahaming. Okay. I will be studying when I have a headache. First of all, let me address your headache. Take some aspirin. Okay, wait a minute. Headaches are countable. I know that you and most of us can only have one headache at a time. But headaches are in fact a countable noun. 1 cat, 2 cats, 15 pencils, 3 headaches. Actually, we use the word headache to indicate actual pain in our head or problems. When we're talking about problems, of course, most of us have many problems. So, right off the bat, I need to have an article. If I'm talking about an accountable noun in general, but I'm talking about one of them in general, I most certainly need to have an article. I will be studying when I have a headache.
Yes.
All right. Well, I will be studying when I have a headache. It seems to me that you should go lie down, but grammatically speaking, I think this is okay. It seems a little odd, but I think it's just the context. It's okay. I think it's okay. All right, Aaron. Aaron? Care to give it a shot?
Okay.
Aaron, are you there? Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I'll be eating some fruit. Yeah.
That was a dramatic pause there, Aaron. You'll be eating what?
Some fruit for when you come for when you come back.
I hope you eat. Wait a minute. I'll be eating some fruit. For?
Or maybe when you come back.
Ah, better. Yes. We cannot use. Well, we can use for as a connective actually, but not in the way that you were trying to do it. When you come back, okay. Excellent. Okay, that worked. Excellent.
What would be the correct sentence using the for when?
Okay. Let me see. I'll be eating some fruit for
or maybe the for when would be the beginning.
For be okay.
Okay. You know what? Today is Thanksgiving in America. I'll be eating some fruit for Thanksgiving. Hooray!
That's nice.
It is nice. Yes, it is nice. Okay. I think this is okay. I will be eating some fruit. Okay, I'm predicting. Sure. Yeah, that works. How's that? How's that grab you? That's okay. Now, I've got a particular time date, which means use number 2, specific time as an interruption in the future, which, very nice segue, Aaron, by the way. Thank you very much. My second clause, all right, can be a time clause, all right, as my interruption in the future. Actually, here, with for Thanksgiving, I'm talking about the future. Of course, the future is now. Happy Thanksgiving to me. Okay. All right, for example, tonight at 6 p.m., I'm going to be eating Thanksgiving dinner. Yes, and this is a true sentence for me. Absolutely. Okay. Now, I don't have another action interrupting, but I have a time interrupting. What this means is that when we use a continuous tense in this way, this means I will be in the middle of eating dinner. Okay? If I say tonight at 6 p.m. I will eat Thanksgiving dinner, that means at 6 p.m. that's when I'm going to start. Okay? There's a difference. I can't, either one is possible. Either one is grammatically correct. In this construction, it means I'll be somewhere in the middle of the process. If I just use simple future, it means that that is the time that I will begin. I will be in the process. Okay, here. At midnight tonight, we will still be driving through the desert. Notice the use of the adverb still, very common when we're using a time clause as the interruption. Okay, as the interrupting thing. Very common to say, to use still, to stress the duration of the verb, to stress that this took time. So it would be extremely common to use the adverb still with a future continuous, or for that matter, with any continuous, because still means over time. So that's what the verb tense is trying to do. Okay. Remember, in the simple future, a specific time is used to show the time an action will begin. All right, that's okay. That's exactly what I just said. All right, let's look at use number 3. Parallel, 2 actions happening at the same time, 2 or more. It doesn't have to be just 2. 2 actions in the same sentence, both actions happening at the same time, or parallel, as you see here in the figure. Okay, as an example, I'm going to be studying and he is going to be making dinner. 2 actions that take time happening at the same time. It's not necessary to have a time word or a time clause, but in our next example, we have one. Tonight, they will be eating dinner, discussing their plans, and having a good time. Okay. If you add a time clause, it tends to make things more obvious and easier to understand, frankly, which is why English speakers use them consistently and often. Another thing to notice in this example, I have my my helper verbs, my auxiliaries here, in my first clause. They will be eating dinner. Notice in my following clauses, I do not repeat the auxiliary construction. I do not repeat will be. I don't have to. All right. If I'm using the same tense, I can add different main verbs still using the first auxiliary. I can do this in English. It's totally normal. All right, it's totally grammatically legal. It's okay to do this. If I'm going to add a clause with a different verb tense, perhaps in some cases it could be that at least the first auxiliary may be the same, but it does not matter. If I use a different verb tense in the same sentence, I have to use the full construction, all of the auxiliaries, whatever it may be. Okay, so this is important. While Ellen is reading, Tim will be watching television. Notice when I have the subordinate clause first, I have to have a comma, okay? If I change this, all right, Tim will be watching television while Ellen is reading, I do not need this comma. Whenever you have an incomplete sentence or a subordinate clause first, you're going to have a comma. That it makes no difference to the meaning of the sentence, by the way. Notice is reading. Because of the time clause containing while, I cannot use future tense. Remember, reminder, no future tense with when or while or as or during or before or after any time clause. It's just not possible. Okay? So even though these obviously are happening at the same time, present continuous in the clause with the time subordinator here. All right, let's give this a try. Oh, wow, time slips away here. Heidi, can you give this a shot?
Okay. While I'm setting the table, my husband will be taking the shower.
Okay, while I'm setting the table, comma. My husband, okay, and what do you...
Will be taking the shower.
Okay, there it is. All right, very good. All right, while I'm setting the table, my husband will be taking a shower. That works. That's great. Very good. Excellent example. Tiger, I mean Jenny. I mean Yenny.
Jenny or Yenny, but not Tiger.
Not Tiger? You don't like Tiger?
Not Tiger, no.
All right. All right, Jenny, what do you got?
Okay. If you give me the job, I will. Well, okay. I will be gaining work experience. Well, while you will be getting a great contribution from my knowledge, or something like that.
Oh my God, are you applying for a job, Jenny?
No, not yet. I need to get
That's
more
next class.
fluency.
That is next class. Thank you. Thanks for that advertisement, whoever said that. Thanks a lot. That is next class. My next class will be practicing job interviews. Jenny?
Okay. Yeah, I'll be there.
Super. If you give me the job, I will be gaining work experience. I'm sorry, Jenny, but I'm not going to type all the rest just because we're almost out of time. I want to give a couple other people a shot. Okay. Shell. Hey, Shell. You want to give this a shot? Shell? You there? Oh my gosh, the storm has hit Shell's house. Okay, Igor, how about you?
So, two simultaneous continuous sections, yes?
Yes.
Okay. While be reading, while you'll be typing what I said, I'll be thinking about about what to say to you.
Okay, while you are, all right, typing what I said, comma, I will be thinking. Is that what you said?
Yeah, thinking about what to say.
Wow. That is so timely. Okay. And it's also grammatically correct. Okay. Again, all right. Present continuous, because it's a time clause, can't use future tense. He's got it right. That's the idea. Excellent. Oksana, would you like to give it a try?
Okay. I don't have any exam.
What?
No, this is not for typing. I don't have any exam test, I said.
Wait. I'm just a robot. I'm not really here. Oksana?
Yes.
Okay. What are you going to be doing later today?
Cleaning flat and preparing something.
Great. And what is your daughter going to be doing?
Now she goes for exercise for club.
Okay, I will be cleaning.
My daughter, while she exercising in the club.
While she's what?
Exercising. To run and no shopping. Okay, shopping, no problem.
Okay, shopping, no problem. Okay, no problem. Oksana, give her your credit card. Let her go. All right. Okay. Okay. Anastasia can thank me later for getting your credit card from you. Okay. Unfortunately, we only have a minute or two left, so let me just quickly state that we often use repeated future continuous in writing or speaking to discuss the atmosphere of a place. People will be doing this, they're going to be doing that, they'll be doing this in a predictive way. We're predicting what an atmosphere will be like. When I arrive at the party, everybody's going to be celebrating, for example. Does anybody have any questions? I didn't really get all the way through the lesson. There's more points. Does anybody have any last-minute questions, actually? No? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Thank you, everyone. At least you got to practice the basic uses. Thanks a lot. Gotta go, because I have to give Jenny a job interview.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Heidi, thank you. Igor, thank you. Everybody, Shell. Thanks.